Joining us now is Joanne Ewald from Men on the Move. She is the founder of the organization that employs survivors of abuse in Metro Detroit and create jewelry and other items in their work as well. Joanne, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you, Tyler, for having me.
Appreciate having you on. So I gave a little bit of a preview of what your organization does, but you, of course, are the founder of the organization. You have a lot more information on this. You're a lot better person to describe Men on the Move. So for those that may be unfamiliar with your organization, tell us what Men on the Move does for people in the community.
So Men on the Move is a nonprofit that employs women, who you said it right, who are survivors of abuse, a variety of different abuse, whether that's emotional, physical, sexual abuse. And we employ them with a job, and we teach them to create jewelry from salvaged auto parts. And that we're doing a thing twofold. We're helping women who desperately need it in our community, and also helping the environment by getting rid of waste that normally is just put into landfills.
And so how did you come to find this organization? What was the motivation behind providing these opportunities to survivors of abuse, and then why this route for providing that outlet?
Well, I'm a survivor myself, and really a long time coming in my healing process. I really didn't begin the healing process until I was well into my adulthood, although the abuse happened when I was a child. And so creating art and jewelry was a part of my healing process, and I began to think that maybe other women might benefit from it the same as I did, other women who've been through similar situations. So it really was just a part of my healing process, and it led me here. And why auto parts? I just wanted to pick something that was symbolic of working with women locally.
And so, Joanne, when they are putting together this jewelry, they're making it from salvaged auto parts. What is that process like? Because when you think of salvaged auto parts, I think most people would think of things that are rusted out or are heavily used and are probably not going to be all that visually appealing to then turn into jewelry. So what is that process like?
Well, some of the parts aren't really that rusty and terrible looking. They're just parts maybe that have been discontinued, or a lot of companies just are not making, don't have use for it because they're not making something where they need those parts any longer. So they're given to us. Most of the time they don't look so used and grimy. They're newer parts, but they're just discontinued, more like parts.
We're joined by Joanne Ewald. She is the founder of Men on the Move, with us today on the Oakland County Megacast. More information is on their website, mendonthemove.org. That's mendonthemove.org for more information on this organization. And so how do people that have been victims of abuse, how do they then find Men on the Move, get in contact with your organization, and start working with your organization?
Well, we, on a regular basis, when we need makers, we try to put out a job opportunity on all of our social media, our website. Currently, we are actually looking for a seamstress, because not only do we make jewelry, but we also create leather goods from salvaged car seat leather. And we do all sorts of fun things with that leather. So we're looking for a seamstress right now. We may also be looking for another maker soon too, so stay tuned. But they can always look on our website, contact info at Men on the Move if they're interested, or if they just need some information in general on how to deal with the situation they may find themselves into.
We're joined by Joanne Ewald, the founder of Men on the Move, with us on the Oakland County Megacast. More information is on their website, mendonthemove.org. And so you mentioned not only the jewelry that's being made from salvaged auto parts, but also your seamstress and some of the clothing items that are also being made from salvaged parts, such as seats and from the leather of the seats and the cloth of the seats and so on. Where are you getting all these materials from? Who are they coming from to Men on the Move to then turn into these products?
Well, currently our list is a big donator is Ford. They actually donated a whole pallet of car seat leather to us last year, which we're putting to good use. We make tote bags, we make table runners, dog leashes. We get also leather from Lear Corporation. We get parts from Relco Industries. that make carburetors and radiators. We get parts from BAE Industries, and they make seat components. Let's see, who else might be missing? Right now, we are getting a lot of potential suppliers from Magna. They use a variety of suppliers to make their parts, and they plugged us into their suppliers to try to see who would be interested in donating parts that service them. So we're slowly but surely making our way through the automotive industry and finding new connections all the time.
We're joined by Joanne Ewald. She is the founder of Mend on the Move, with us on the MegaCast today. More information on their website, mendonthemove.org. That's mendonthemove.org. And Joanne, you have an event coming up. It's called Shop for the Good Village. Can you tell us what this event is, what the goal of this event is, and where people can join in and participate?
So this event is really not sponsored by Mend. We're actually just going to be participating in it, but it's actually put on by the Berkeley, I believe it's the Berkeley Chamber of Commerce. But it is on July 6th from 11 to 5 p.m. And it's really great. I think it's one of the only art shows. It's the it's actually officially called the Berkeley, and I have to look this up because this, again, is not the show that we're not sponsoring it, but we're excited to be a part of it. It's called the Berkeley Street Art Fest. And what's really cool about it is they're having one area of it. It's called the Shop for Good Village. So in that street, or that street area, there is a section for just either nonprofits such as like us, or other businesses that are making products that are either sustainable, good for the environment, or that helping people locally. So it's all products that really are doing things good for our community. And I think that's really great idea. And again, I don't know another art fair that's doing something like this.
We're joined by Joanne Ewald. She is the founder of Mend on the Move, joining us on the MegaCast. Again, more information is on the website, mendonthemove.org. That's mendonthemove.org. And again, if you would like to participate in the Berkeley Street Art Fest and at the Shop for the Good Village section of that, where Mend on the Move and other organizations will be selling some of their products to support their organizations, that event is coming up in July 6th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Berkeley. It is the Berkeley Street Art Fest. Go ahead and search that for more information on the full festival, and you can search Shop for Good Village at that event when you arrive. July 6th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
I think it's July 16th. You said July 6th. I think it's July 16th.
July 16th, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Again, more information. If you search Berkeley Street Art Fest, you'll get all the information you need on the entire event, which will include Shop for Good Village, where our friends at Mend on the Move will be on that date. We're joined by Joanne Ewald, the founder of Mend on the Move. And for those that may be doing some shopping for Mother's Day, or down the road for Father's Day even, you have many products that are available at this time. Can you tell us about some of the collection of jewelry that may be available if someone would like to get a gift for their mother or their father or someone else in their life this summer?
Well, Mother's Day is actually right next week. Yeah. So that's actually before this event. We have lots of things on our website. I'm wearing a pair of earrings right now, and these are parts that are donated from Relco Industries. But we have leather goods, and we have earrings and necklaces, and oh my gosh, there's lots of good, fun stuff to check out. But this art show will have all those items there, and we'll also have our leather goods at present there too. So lots of great things for, honestly, in the summertime, I start going to all the art shows and start thinking about the holiday, because, that's a time when when that time comes, you want a unique gift, it's hard to find. So start thinking about it in the summer. I do my holiday shopping beginning in the summer, June, for all the art shows in Michigan.
Yeah, a lot of great art shows in the spring and the summer, and even into the early parts of the fall, all throughout the state of Michigan. And many of them do have events like Shop for Good Village within that event that the Berkeley Street Art Fest will have in July, featuring organizations like yours, like Mend on the Move. We're joined by Joanne Ewald. She is the founder of Mend on the Move. More information is on their website, mendonthemove.org. And so, Joanne, if people would like to get involved with the organization, either they are victims survivors of abuse, the victims of abuse, survivors of abuse themselves, and would like to work with the organization, or others that would like to volunteer or help the organization in any way that they can, how can they get involved with Mend on the Move?
Well, we don't necessarily have a volunteer program because,
Okay.
the women actually work in the studio and there's a lot of privacy involved and just, identity issues. So it's not so much a volunteer, but for those who actually are looking, they're survivors actually looking to be involved either as employment opportunity or, again, that would be a good volunteer opportunity for them being a survivor themselves. It would be info@mendonthemove.org. Anybody who wants to contact for more information or has ideas of how they would like to be involved. And maybe it's not even like working in our studio or something, but maybe it's doing something outside the studio that would be beneficial for our organization. We're always looking for opportunities to raise money because our jewelry does help us pay our employees, but we also have a more mending program that we're launching, and that really helps us provide services beyond employment opportunity to our survivors because we really recognize that they have a lot of needs that need to be met that maybe employment can't handle. So there's lots of ways people can be involved, and I'd like to, be able to speak one-on-one to people if they have ideas.
Again, that contact information is info@mendonthemove.org. That's info@mendonthemove.org. There's also more information on their website, mendonthemove.org as well. If you'd like more information, info@mendonthemove.org to get involved with Mend on the Move and learn more information. And go to their website if you'd like to make a donation as well. That's mendonthemove.org. We're joined by Joanne Ewald, the founder of Mend on the Move, joining us today on the MegaCast. Joanne, another couple minutes with you before we'll say goodbye on this edition of the MegaCast. Anything else at this time that we haven't discussed about your organization that would be important for our audience to know or be considering at this time?
Well, I just wanted to also talk about one more thing about the art show, the Shop for Good Village. I do see that they actually have, like if you apply before May 30th, you get a discount in the booth fee. And it's actually so affordable for nonprofits. We don't do a lot of art shows simply because they're a lot of money for a booth fee. And that money we think can be better spent and elsewhere being a nonprofit. But this is only $75 if they sign up before May 30th. And after that, it goes up to $100. But still, that is really a reasonable fee for a booth, I think. And that makes it affordable for us. Like I said, we wouldn't do a booth, usually an art show where it's $500 or something like that, which is a typical booth fee at a larger art fair. So I think it's definitely affordable and a good opportunity, I think, for other nonprofits out there that sell a product or any organization that's doing good in our community, selling a product that's doing good. Great opportunity for them to participate, I think.
Joanne, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I really appreciate your interest and allowing me to be able to share about Mend.
Absolutely. Anytime. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tyler.